Hi, I'm Sam Boatwright. This is the first episode of Average to Extraordinary. This is my house. Come on in. So in 2019, I'm going to try and do the world's toughest triathlon. That's swimming the Channel. It's 854 miles from Land's End to John O'Groats, and then I'm going to try and run the reverse. So you've got swim, bike, run. So on the swim, it's 21 miles point to point. I'm just going to try and swim it as fast as I can. Then on the bike, 854 miles, I'm going to try and do it in less than 44 hours. Then the run, I'm going to try and run 100 miles a day for 9 days. That'd break the world record from John O'Groats to Land's End. Yeah, I grew up in Malham. Malham is one of those places you kind of live in a bubble. You're almost separated from what you might call real life, but I absolutely love it. First thing that I started to do with endurance was actually when I was about 29. I decided to see if it was possible to run 50 miles every day for 50 days, which would equal 2,500 miles around the coastline of the UK. So that was in 2012, so that was the first thing that I ever did. I teach maths to kids that have really struggled in mainstream education. So trying to get the balance between training, seeing my wife, seeing my daughter, and fitting everything in, it is quite hard. You have to sacrifice something. For me, I sacrifice sleep. I go on around about 4.5 hours a night, and that is the same every single day. Now, I'm off to the gym for a couple of hours, gonna sit on the watt bike for a while, just do a bit of sweating. I look at weight loss, and I have to look at sort of how much weight I lose per session, because the most I've lost on a 2-hour bike session is a stone in weight, which is obviously too much. It's water weight, it's just sweat, so you have to make sure that you rehydrate enough to be able to keep your strength to go again. I do about 2 hours on the watt bike, and I use Go Zwift. Today I'm going up their version of Alpe d'Huez, which is called Alpe du Zwift. That's the top. And there you go, that's every Saturday morning, every day, 2 or 3 times a day. There's no time that you haven't got pressure against your feet. So all the time you're pushing. Whereas when you're out, there's less pressure when you're going downhill. You're not pushing quite as hard, unless you desperately wanted to. So for 24 hours of just constant pressure on your feet is hard, really hard. That's the problem I'm having at the moment, is my feet. They just hurt. But the problem I've got is just weight loss, you know what I mean? Like my toes are freaking. At the moment I'm only doing 10Ks because my toenails will come off, and I want to keep my toenails on at the moment. So as soon as I go up to sort of 20-30 milers, they'll just come off, or I'll have to pull them off again. Now for me, weight loss or maintaining a certain body is basically I look at the amount of calories that I eat, and then I burn the same amount of calories off. Breakfast is usually an egg muffin, which is kind of like a mini omelette. Kerry makes them on a Sunday, they're absolutely amazing. So you've just got kind of bacon, tomatoes or peppers, and they're basically like just put in with a bit of egg. And I'll have a couple of them in the morning with a handful of nuts and raisins. So tomorrow I'm going to the Hope factory. I'm going to go and pick up my new bike, so should be pretty good. So today we are going to the Hope factory in Barnoldswick to go and pick up or go and look at my new bike that they have very kindly donated. It is a Trek Madone SLR disc brake, and hopefully that will be the machine that helps me break the world record. Hope have basically kitted me out in all of their gear, which is ace because their equipment is some of the best on the market, if not the best on the market. So we've got bib shorts, got gilets, got t-shirts, you know, everything that I need. I now have water bottles, anything that I could think of, Hope have provided. So it's just a massive weight off my mind. This is my new bike. We're at Hope Technology in Barnoldswick. This is the Trek Madone SLR6, and then it's been done out by Hope. We've got new brakes, we've got new wheels, all the gearing's electrical. So this is hopefully going to be the machine that breaks the world record. To be honest with you, I absolutely flipping hate swimming. Up until 3 or 4 months ago, I couldn't swim. I think for me, the swim section of the triathlon, getting across the channel, will be one of my greatest achievements.